Today's subject is about acupuncture point to treat fungus toenail. I mentioned already that this toenail or fingernail, or let's say, okay, you see this tendon. Okay, this tendon are connected all the way to the finger, and this tendon grow and change into fingernail and toenail. Therefore, you see the color of a fingernail or toenail is different, then something wrong, not because of just the fingernail itself, it is because of this tendon. So we have to treat tendon first. You just look at it, this one, that is not good idea at all. So in order to treat the tendon, according to acupuncture theory, we have to treat a liver function to help for general audiences. Okay, here is a liver, here heart, and the spleen, lung, and kidney. Okay, kidney control bones, and the lung control skin, and spleen control flesh, and heart usually control blood and the blood vessel. And then the liver obviously control tendon. So we have to control this tendon. So why? Because this tendon something wrong, so we have to treat our liver function. Isn't that logical? Now, when we treat, we have to think of tonify, sedate, or sometimes we consider a principle, exterior or interior. Now, on these cases, let me show the picture first. Okay, this is a textbook I learned. Okay, now this tendon connected here and go to here, and but the first toe one is separated than this one connected this way. Okay. Now, when I treat this tendon, the point I use Korean 4-needle technique. So point is liver 8 and kidney 10 and the liver 4 and the lung 8 minus. Okay, now plus means it's 25, and then minus means sedate. Now, all acupuncturists can find this point in the textbook. Now, we learn that tonify is make a right side, sedate make a left side, but it's not that simple. This is book, okay. This is the book explain about the Korean 4-needle technique. Now, according to the book, when I put the needle on based upon man and woman, men belong to yang and woman belong to yin, the way tonify and sedate is different. Some of them never heard of this one because in school, they don't talk about this one. Not only man and woman, but also morning time or evening time. Oh, you never heard of that. However, that is mentioned in this book. So unless follow this book, then we make a big mistake. Even though this one is written in Chinese, however, inside is Chinese and Korean together. So even though if you are fluent in Chinese, you may not be able to understand fully because the book is written in Korean and Chinese. So on next video, we are going to talk about this one too. Now, when I look at this one and then, look at this one, according to this one, the tendon is very close to this side. You can see over here. But when you look at this one, it is very far. I don't know which one. And on the top of that, when I was in the school, and I could not memorize all the bones name, muscles name. I cannot memorize that. So I have an idea. So I called a medical doctor who can perform hypnosis. I called him up. And the medical doctor answered me, what's the purpose I want to do hypnosis? So, I go to school that I have to memorize all, bones name and the muscle name. It's very difficult for me to, memorize that. And he told me that hypnosis doesn't help for that. So, I didn't do that. Now, when I look at this, this one, and also when I look at my textbook like this one, it's different. So it made me confused very much. So the way I do is, I just try to touch. Then I can find out all the tendon where meet. That's the way I found. I think that's the best way we do. So this is liver 8, kidney 10, liver 4, lung 8 is, I would say, interior. Then when I put arch point on this tendon in here, okay, there will be like an arch point. Maybe that could be exterior. So this point is used for only left side when I mentioned already, and I use some arch point, for this one. So next time we are going to discuss about why I put the needle only on the left side for these purposes, and some other technique about that. Thank you so much for your watching.